Hello, welcome back to Hornet Leader. We are still on day number 1. We are moving on to mission number 2, which is this rail line here, target number 16. And just a refresher, I'm sorry for the glare here, but the 16 is right here, and normally there would be a waypoint or weight point penalty of 3, but we have this card here that says we can do priority refueling, so we will be using that. So we can use full service everything with this. So I get, starting with my planes here, I get 3 points. Going through the steps real quick. We have our target card, it's been selected. We're assigning the pilots for arming the aircraft. So that's what we're doing right now. And so this is my F-14, my Tomcats, my air-to-air fighter. So we're just gonna load it up with stuff. I'm gonna put ECM pods on everybody. I am not gonna buy any Phoenix missiles, so therefore I have 7 weight points left, so I'm gonna do, here's 3 AIM-7s. I'm gonna do 4 AIM-7s and 3 AIM-9s. I have no idea how I would ever use all these, but that's what we're gonna do. The challenge with a plane like this that has so many missiles on it is there's only 5 turns, and so you're only shooting 1 per turn. But I do plan on using some special actions, and this guy comes with 2. So I can shoot twice in a turn, and yes, I think having 4 there will be very handy. Just a real quick rundown, there's going to be hardly any sites to destroy, but there will be bandits. Oh, and we are actually supposed to determine and place those sites right now, so let's do that. So we're going to get 3 for the center, and that's it. So we have a radar site, which is a really long range, another radar site, and then a third. So all 3 of these are deadly, although this one you need to roll high numbers for it to hit. But they have very long range. But fortunately for us, they're all radar sites, so we can take them out pretty easily. So for this particular mission, our concern is going to be the bandits right here. That's going to be the concern. So anyways, we got that one up to 8. For the rest of these, I'm checking to see what kind of armament they can have. Like that one can have an AGM-88. So they all can have 88s. And so what I'm going to be doing is putting an 88 on all 3. Largely because I want to be able to shoot them all in the same turn, take these things out as quickly as I can. And we're looking at 7 weight, 7 weight, and then 8. So looking at our options here, this is more of a traditional target. It is small, so that means we get a -1 to our die roll. This MK20 is only really good. See how it has that S+5? That's only if you have a soft target, not a small target. So don't confuse the 2 S's. The bigger thing is, you know, you have these basic bombs. I don't remember. It says it in the rule book. Like that could be like a 250-pound bomb. That's a 500-pound, and that's like a 1,000-pound or something like that. That's really what the difference is between these MK bombs. It's been my experience that you always go for the biggest you can, which makes sense. If it's a higher tonnage, more pounds in the bomb, it's going to do more damage. And the logic here is if I roll a 5, I'm going to do 2 hits with this. Whereas if I have 3 of these, here's my choices. I can have 1 of those or 3 of those. 3 of these, I have to roll a 7 just to get 1 hit. Whereas I can roll a 5 to get 2 hits. So what's the chances that 2 out of 3 dice is going to get a 7? I can't do that in my head. I'd have to sit down and think about it. But the chances, in my opinion, are low. It's a 10-sided die. Only 3 results get you what you're looking for, whereas here, for just 1 more than that 7 that you're trying to get there, you can actually get 3 hits with this. So This is a superior bomb if and when you get to use it. And then of course there's the midway point here. This one's sort of a compromise. Here you can get 2 hits for the same there for 1 hit. So you use this for if you just have 1 weight point and just need an extra bomb. But what I do is, remember I'm keeping these here for my reference because I like to keep a reference that these are the 2 sides of the same thing. So what I'm going to do is these guys, I have AGM-88 and I'm going to grab 2 MK-84. Those are the 3-weight bombs that I was just referencing. Unless you're spending special operation points, those are the best bombs you can get to do the most damage. Clearly these AGM-65s were fantastic that we used this last mission. But remember that V+3 is only if it's a vehicle, and these are not vehicles. So that 7/10 is a lot harder to hit when you're not adding +3 to your die roll. So this one is not as useful in that situation. So I just grabbed 2 of the 3-ton bombs. I don't know if it's 3-ton, it's 3 weight point bombs. And here's 2 more. So now I have 3, 6 plus 1 is 7, 3, 6 plus 1 is 7. There. Here I have 7 more points for Cowboy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another AGM-88 and 2 more of these 3-pointers. That's how I'm going to handle it. I could have gotten, like I can put an AIM-7 on Cowboy there. And as long as I'm not at range 0, I don't take a penalty for air-to-air combat. That is an option. I'm very tempted by that option, to be honest with you. It's just that the reason I wanted the extra AGM-88 is because I have 3 targets I need to take out. And if I miss on any of my planes, I at least wanted a 4th AGM-88. So I don't miss with all 3. This particular one actually has a -2 to his die roll. So I'm thinking about this some more. Oh, I do need to destroy the target. I'm worried that even though this guy has 2 sets of bombs with him at a -2 to his die roll, he may not hit. This one I feel pretty good about. He's going to hit. This one is also going to hit. I'm going to live with it as it is. One of the things I was contemplating was taking away this 3 weight point bomb and replacing it with another AGM-88 and maybe 2 AIM-7s so he can help out with air-to-air, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep the bombs and let's see how this turns out. Okay, our aircraft's armed. Now we're going to draw a target bound event card. So, 1 random pilot flying this mission uses his shaken skills when he is okay or shaken. Okay, so it says random pilot, so that stinks. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I rolled a 3, so that means Buzz is shaken. So instead of getting a +1 to his air-to-ground combat, he's going to get a -1. And I'm referring to this right here. So that stinks. Oh. Let's back up. I can ignore events on a 4 or more. So let's try that. Let's see if we can ignore the event. And I got an 8. Arguably, you could say that my die roll to determine which plane was impacted was that 4 or more, but I didn't declare that. I'm declaring it now, and so I rolled the 8. We're going to ignore the event, which is good. Okay. Next, place aircraft. So I'm going to do one of my shortcuts. You guys saw me pile all my planes on that last time. I'm going to do the shortcut that I usually do, and that is, you're just going to see me do this. And I'm going to pick the same place we used last time, just out of convention. I mean, really, with this situation, there's nothing on the outside approaches. I could have picked any angle, it would have been fine. So this represents all of my planes, and all of my planes are high altitude. Okay? All right. Determine and place bandits. So let's do that now. I'm going to get 2 for every approach. So 2 for here, 2, 2, and 2. Now you might notice I'm doing this a little different. I realized I was putting these back in the cup, you know, for each draw. And I was realizing, you know what, I shouldn't do that. I'm just going to draw for everything and then put things back in the cup after. So this is a no bandit for the center. Okay, we got a no bandit here, and then we have a bandit. This is actually looking really bad. We have a lot of bandits. That helped us a lot down here. And then there's 2 more bandits over here. And they all have super high range, and the Phoenix missiles would have come in very handy. We're going to definitely be shot at on this mission. I don't like that, but that's exactly what's going to happen. And the thing I was looking for is when you get hit. So, for example, you'll see this 3, 6, 8 here. If I roll a 3 to a 6, I think that inflicts 1 stress on you. And then a 6 to an 8 inflicts 2 stress, or 6 to an 8 inflicts like 2 stress, and then you lose your ammunition, like your munitions get dropped. You have to jettison your bombs. And then an 8 is you're destroyed. So you get destroyed if it's the higher. I'm trying to find that, and of course it's not on our sheet here. That's what I was surprised by. I thought for sure it was over here. Unless I'm missing it somewhere, but that's okay. It's in here. So air combat results. You would think I would know this considering how many times I play, but I don't, or I always forget. If less than the first number, there is no effect. If the modified roll is equal to the first number but less than a second, you get 1 stress point. Okay, I got that part correct. Modified roll is equal to the second number but less than the third, you're damaged. You remove all weapon, pod, and situational awareness counters, and you get 2 stress points. Oh, I got that correct as well. And if you get a second damage, then you're destroyed. And if it's equal to greater than the third, you're destroyed. All right, I actually got that spot on. So, well done. I wish that was actually here. I'm surprised it's not. But it does say some of that there. It's just interesting how... Okay. Well, anyways, getting back to this, we're going to have ourselves some problems because this is 4, 4, 4, and 3. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of problems. Okay, so now we place the bandits. We have to do Intel air defense adjustment, which is +1 center bandit. So it could be even worse. And it's not. So we're okay there. Now we do our over target event card. Draw 2 bandits for the center area. So we're going to roll to see if we can avoid this. We need a 4 or better. I got a 4, so we avoid that. See that AWACS is just, they're just money. Okay, so Phoenix missile attacks, we don't have any. We placed a turn counter, we're on turn 1. And now we have fast pilot's attack. Okay, so I'm going to be using my situational awareness here. So he's going to go. And then I'm going to use... I'm going to use all 3. Am I? Let's think this through. Let's be a little more strategic. Okay, this has a range of 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3. So this guy can hit us, and this guy can hit us, but that one can't. So I only need to use 2 situational awareness, which I will do. And so we're going to start with Buzz here. He's going to launch 1 against that. So I rolled a 5. usually I calculate all the pluses and minuses to my die roll and then, you know, resolve it. But sometimes if you just roll the die, it's already high enough by itself. You don't need to do that. There is no minus. Remember, that event would have hurt us and given us a -1, but we actually get a +1 there. This one, this AWACS is different. Remember, the other AWACS gave us a +1. This one does not, but it also has awesome ignore event, you know, capabilities. So our die roll is more important, but we destroyed it. That's the biggest thing. And then now we're going to move on to Cowboy. He's going to go after the other one. And I rolled high there. Cowboy gets a +2. So that was a definite destroy. All right, so we got the 2 ground targets. So now we move to Farm Boy here, who also used one. He's got a name 7. He can shoot 2 away. So he's going to shoot that MiG right there. And I rolled a 4. Okay. Cowboy gets a +1 to his air-to-air. As you can see there, that gives him a 5. And that's not enough. He missed. So I've already started off very, very bad on this mission. I was hoping to, oh no, I'm sorry. No, look, right there, +1. See that +1? I got him. Oh my gosh. I was like, if I can't even get the 1. Okay, so with that being said, now the bandits get to go, and now you're going to actually get to see some bandits that are going to do some damage. Now the bandits, if they can fire at you, they're not going to move. And by the way, the movement doesn't happen until later. But what they're going to do right now is they're going to attack. Now, I don't have any suppression abilities, which are these rockets. So I can't suppress anything. But what I can do is evasion. So I can inflict 2 stress on the evading pilot. And in doing so, I get to roll 2 dice for the sighter bandit and use the lower. So that's a nice way to avoid getting killed. So that's the situation we're in. We're going to start with this one. He is for sure going to do some damage. Look at that. That's a 2, a 5, and an 8. So he gets to shoot 4 away. 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're all here, so we're going to do the same die roll to figure out who's he targeting. It's just a random roll. So I rolled a 3. So again, using the system 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this guy is being targeted. I am going to do evasion with him. So he's going to put 2 stress on him. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to roll 2 dice and use the worst outcome. All right, so I have a 5 and a 4, and look, it paid off. That 5 would have done 2 stress to him, and he would have lost all of his bombs. But because we moved down to a 4, I'm going to do 1 stress on him. So he is going to go up to a 3, but he keeps his bombs. So we survived that. Okay, next we have is, this one's a 3. This is a 1, 2, 3. Cannot hit us. But this guy can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will. So we got to figure out who he's targeting. He's targeting the AWACS. And I'm okay with him hitting the AWACS. So unless he destroys the AWACS, we're going to be fine. We could lose that situational awareness. So let's see what he does. I rolled a 1. Oh my gosh. He completely missed. That was lucky. Very lucky. Okay. So now slow pilots get to attack. So again, we can do some slow pilot attacking. I'm going to do Cowboy here. He's going to use his AGM-88 to try to take that out. I rolled a 4, which is more than enough. I actually get a +2 there, as you can see. So I don't even know if I could have missed. It was that easy. So the ground targets are not a concern. It's these air targets that are annoying. Okay, there's no air target in range. I cannot shoot at an air target right now. So then I'm going to do aircraft move and adjust altitude. So we're all going to stay at high altitude and move in. And then the bandits move. Now, here's what's strange is none of the bandits are going to move because he can hit us, and so can he. Because he can go 1, 2, 3 now. So we actually are in this weird spot where they're just fat and happy, and we're the ones struggling to get them. This is where the not using Phoenix missiles hurts. So if you do World War III, save those SO points because you need them for Phoenix missiles, and I probably should have used a few. You only get so many though, and this was a secondary mission, so I wasn't as concerned. Anyways, we now move to turn 2. Okay, so same thing, fast pilots attack. I'm going to go ahead and do Farm Boy is going to go ahead and use his last situational awareness. We're going to do an aim 7 right there. Again, I rolled a low number, a 3. This one does not have a plus. He only gets to add +1. He completely missed. That just is upsetting. Okay, so now the bandits get to attack. So we're going to go through the same thing again, starting here. Okay, he's going to target number 8, which is Farm Boy. Okay, Farm Boy is not going to evade, but he has the EC, well, sorry, I was looking at my dog was getting into something. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our electronic countermeasures. And electronic countermeasures are a simple thing. If I get a 6 or better, there is no plus or minus bonus to the roll. If I get a 6 or better, I basically cancel his attack. So let's try that. I rolled a 9. So his attack is canceled. He doesn't even get to roll because he's not going to hit us. Or he can't target or lock on or whatever terminology you want to use. So now we're going to go to this guy. Same deal. I rolled a 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's targeting this one. Okay, we're in a situation where he's already got a ton of stress, but I am going to add 2 more stress. And we're going to roll 2 dice. Look at that. That 10 is awful. That 8 is awful. But the 10 would have destroyed me. The 8, however, does not. So I get 2 more stress, and he loses all of his munitions. This, by the way, is how missions usually go. I made it look so easy the last time. So these 2 bombs, which I was really counting on, are gone. And now we go to this guy, and let's figure out who he's attacking. I rolled a 5. He's attacking Cowboy. Cowboy will take the 2 stress. And we're going to roll. I got an 8 and a 7. Again, the 8 would have destroyed Cowboy. The 7 saves him. However, as you may have guessed, Cowboy just lost all of his. So we're at a point now where I'm not even sure we can complete the mission. And so I'm going to abort. And that is how brutal this game can be. And it's just because the bandits, they were all long range and they did massive damage. I have 2 bombs. I need 6 hits and I get a -2 to my die roll. I would need to roll a perfect 10 for both of them to be able to hit or destroy this target. Nope, I need +1 hit, as you can see there, for the infra. So it's impossible for me to destroy this target. The leader games have a concept of, like I think the B-17, you can put targets on fire and it actually could burn down even after you fly away. I don't think this game has that. In fact, the rules get so jumbled in my mind because I placed all the different kinds. I'm not sure if damage even stays on a target. I think it heals completely. I need to look that up. And right now, though, I'm declaring an abort. I'm going to just pull out of the mission. I don't see a reason to continue. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video at 24 minutes. And I will have my decision figured out when I come back. Thank you. And stay awesome.